Hi everyone, I am going to attempt my very first tutorial. I didn't get fancy here, so hopefully this video is going to come out okay. It is a tutorial to make this little paper flower, and I hope you can see this. It's a little paper rose, and it's kind of an adaptation of Rana Farrer's fabulous tutorial, which I have linked up on my blog. So I'm going to start with a piece of pattern paper. I've made these out of fabric. I'll just grab this one. Here's one I did quick this morning out of fabric, but my fabric didn't match my page, so I figured I would have a go with paper. So here goes. I like to tear the paper just to kind of give it a little roughed up edge. If you're really brave, you can tear without the ruler. So you just, I don't know, about an inch. What is this? Let's measure it since we have our ruler here. It's about 1.25 inches. Nothing too crazy. And typically you would start with a knot at the end if you were using fabric. I find paper is a little more tricky to knot, so I just kind of lightly fold it in half, not a really hard crease. And then just start at the end and start, make a little lump, and then you can go ahead and start Rana's technique, which is pretty much like folding. I don't know, I hope you can see this. I'm kind of folding it at an angle down and coming around, folding it up, coming around. I hope I'm in the view of the camera because it will really stink to have to do this over again. Fold it, come around, and just keep working it. The paper is a little bit less forgiving, but I still think, especially if you want to match your color scheme, it's great. And it just gives a little bit of a different flower, I guess. So you just keep working it around. And as Rana recommends in her video, if you wanted a larger flower, you would simply tear another sheet and just tack it on to the end here, and you'd be able to keep wrapping around. But I am going to stop here just for the purposes of this short video. And I'm taking my tail, and I'm going to grab some glue here, and I'm just going to use the tail as my base. You could also cut a circle, others have done that. But I just like to use the tail because it works just fine. So I'm going to stick some glue right under here. This is the underside of my flower, which actually could have been the front side. And then I'm just going to kind of hold this here for my tail. And once that's a little more dry than it is now, you would just take some scissors and snip off any excess tail. And there you have a little rosebud, and then you can kind of work it with your fingers and open it up a little more. You can tear some of these edges or lift them up, fold them back, whatever. Just kind of fool with it until you have it looking the way you want. And then I have my ruffled circle that I showed you how to make on my blog, and then that would just get tacked right in the center. Cut off our tail. I should have done that earlier. And there you have it, a ruffled outside circle and a paper flower insert. So that's it. Oh, let me just show you quick the page that I put it on. So here it is. Super easy and very fun. So give it a try. Thanks. Bye-bye.